4 years, $3.75 million per. This is 4 years, $15 million for those one who do the whole math thing. Great deal for the team and the goalie. Currently, 6 NHL teams are paying at least one goaltender more than the Leafs tandem's combined number. Overall, the combined cap ranks 19th league-wide for the Leafs. And that is from Anthony Petrelli of Maple Leaf Hot Stove, who's awesome.
And it's only going to get better because those two, Stolarz and Wall, are locked up for the next 2 seasons after this.
Yeah.
7 point, it's either 4-2 or 2-4.
Yeah.
I can't remember. It's absurd.
Jake Ottinger makes more than the both Leaf goalies. Now, he's Jake Ottinger. And he can play 60 games on his own, and it seems like the Leafs tandem is going to struggle to hit 60 games this year too. But there's
2 of them.
There's the interesting thing about Anthony Stolaz is the way they were framing it on Saturday during the broadcast was hilarious. Because like, well, you signed him to the extension. I can't remember if it was signed or not. I don't think it was. I think it was Sunday. And they're like, you signed him to extension, and you don't worry too much about that extra year, because they were talking about 4 or 5 years at that point, because there's not a lot of hard miles on that body. I'm like, wait a second, this guy's had his knees reconstructed. What? But I think the point they were trying to make is in-game action, he hasn't been beat up the same way a guy who, like a Connor Hellebuck would, who's roughly the same age.
Yeah, I mean, there's different kinds of hard miles, I think.
Yeah, but I think it's a different point, but it's an interesting one.
Yeah, but it's like this car has less miles, but it's been in 5 collisions. you might look at the miles a little differently.
Yeah. Plus, like, the number's so little that if it is hard miles on the body, you need to go get a starting goaltender. He's being paid like a really good backup.
Yeah.
Like, so there's really no concern with this deal. And we've been teased for weeks with a 4.75. And for it to come in $1 million under, it's unbelievable.
I don't think it was that long ago. We were like, what if it's over 5?
Yeah.
Like, what if he gets like what Spencer
Adam asked that question.
Yeah. And for it to come in under 4 is nuts. Like, there's risk to the term. Like, if his knee goes again, is he going to have a third 925 season in a row? Like, I don't know. But term with a rising cap is a luxury. And there's give and take here. Tavares is likely to decline because time is undefeated. Here's some term, and you give us, it's less than $4.5 million. Ridiculous. Tanev, the same. Like, I look at that contract totally differently. Stolarz. And the great thing about all 3 guys, they're good. They're good.
Yeah.
They're good right now. That's what I care about.
It's a really, I can't believe that we're living in an era, because we weren't in this one for so long, where the Leafs are getting good contracts on the books. And they did always find like value contracts. Like, I will always, Michael Bunting, what a great signing. That was great. But
they were good at getting like 1 or 2 a year.
Yes, but they never got it from their stars. And the big question was always, how come the bigger players, none of them want to take, quote unquote, take less? Anthony Stolaz's case, I kind of see where the Leafs are coming from here, because he probably wanted like 4.5 over 3 years or something like that, if you look at it. You add that 4th year, brings the AAV down. But this is a guy that, something goes wrong in the first couple months of the season, and you're not going to get that money ever again. You might as well just take it.
Well, what I was saying in the video, like I was trying to lay it out. Like, okay, let's say he completely lays an egg this season. Well, now you're going into free agency. And someone's going to pay you. They're going to pay you that. They're definitely not giving you that term. They might give you that cap hit. Okay, well, let's say the next contract doesn't go so great, and now you're struggling again. And how do you make up that $15 million? What are the odds that you're able to make up that $15 million?
There's 3 guys I think about when you mention something like that, and you guys will know one of them intimately. The first one's Cody Franson. The Leafs offered him a 5-year, $25 million extension 10 years ago. Can you imagine what $5 million and a defenseman would be 10 years ago?
He fumbled the bag. Yeah,
he turned it down, and then I think he got injured, went to Buffalo, never made that kind of money.
Went to Europe for a little bit too, came back.
Another one is former Leaf John Klingberg, who had a $50 million deal on the table.
Oh, it was bigger.
Was it bigger than that? I thought it was 7 times 7.
I thought with the Stars, no, I think it was 8 times 8.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Turned that down, obviously.
I'm struggling to remember. I think that was from Merrick when he was still on 32 Thoughts.
And the other one I think about was rumored, but I don't fully know that it was offered, was Taylor Hall. And Taylor Hall was supposed to get 8 times 8 or something like that.
Marty Biron back in the day supposedly wanted like 6, ended up signing for 1.
Wow.
Like, I don't know. It's
like, as somebody who's never been offered $15 million over the next 4 years, it's I don't know how you say no to that.
Klingberg was 8 times 7.
8 times 7.
Oh, okay.
8 times
Well,
7.
damn. 56.
then.
Yeah.
Shoo. And I am going to go out on a limb and say he has not made that up.
That's mean.
I don't know if he's made half that up.
Yeah.
He's made a great living playing hockey, but 56 mil, he won't make that for the rest of his career.
Yeah, and I look at the Anthony Stolarz situation, and I'm not reporting anything, but I suspect the negotiation went something like if he wanted $4.5 million, it had to be on a 3-year deal. And if he gets that extra year, you bring it significantly down. But over the course of the contract, 4 times 3.75 is more than 3 times 4.5.
Yes.
He's making about $2.5 million more over the length of the contract. So he probably looked at that and said, I'll just take the extra money and the extra year.
And that's what he makes this year. He makes 2.5 this year.
Yeah, because he's not gonna if he waits and he does the 3-year deal for the 4.5, he doesn't think at the age 34 when that deal expires that he's got a $4 million deal to make up that difference that he's leaving on the table there. So this made a whole bunch of sense when it came down the negotiation side of it.
And this is his last chance.
Yeah.
So, and what I mean by that, so he was a free agent a couple summers ago, and the Leafs got him for 2.5 times 2. He's going to turn 32 in January, I think, and he signed a 4-year deal. This is your last big cash in.
Yeah.
Like, unless it's there when you're 36, turning 37.
Which you can't bet on it being there.
I mean, it's unlikely, frankly. And you're able to secure $15 million. That's probably more than he's made in his career so far.
Probably.
Yeah, I would think
Probably.
so.
Like the Leafs deal was $5 million.
Well, and he had to be a suitcase, right? He had to bop around and Philadelphia, Anaheim, Florida, in
Edmonton.
succession. Edmonton had Stolarz.
Yeah, he was highly touted at one point.
he
He's
sure
a second
was.
round pick. He was traded straight up for Cam Talbot, like earlier Cam Talbot.
Oh my god!
And
Stolarz, dude.
it took him a while.
Stolarz has a 16-team no trade clause that kicks in. I guess applies to year 1 of the extension, goes to 10-team in years 2 and 3, and then a 5-team in year 4.
Okay.
Cool.
Just thought I'd let you know.
I mean,
Just getting particular.
Yeah.
We got a podcast. We got time. So
well, and think about it. Why would they trade him?
well, because it's not going well. If it's not going well,
Who wants it if it's not going well?
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Or Akhtiamov.
That's making me. I was ranting about that to my wife, who pretended to listen. It was very kind of her.
That's
It's
the secret
3
to-
syllables. And
That's
wow.
the secret to a good marriage is feigning interest in your partner's things that you're not particularly interested in, but you love them. Right?
I will point out to myself that she's not interested in this before she does.
But you still do it.
Most of the time, but I still do it. And at the end, I go, thank you for listening.
So
Thank you for your attention to this matter.
You want the broadcast to switch back? Or switch to what you say?
Akhtiamov. It's not Akhtiamov. It's aggressively wrong. I'm sure both of them are wrong. Akhtiamov is aggressively wrong.
Yeah, you played the correct one where you got the Russian the way to say it,
Yeah.
the most Russian way possible. But is it not fair to say like he's Anglicized it, so this is the way he wants English to say it?
Oh,
Or
why
at least-
stop there? Let's just spell it every time we want to say it. Let's just say every letter. If either it matters or it doesn't. Listen, if that's the
And it
way
doesn't.
he wants it said,
And it
then
doesn't
say it that
matter.
way. But
I think we've come to the conclusion it doesn't matter.
Akhtiamov. I'm dying on that hill. Here lies Steve.
but you're
3
not-
syllables.
You're not even saying it right yourself.
Okay. Whatever you say. C.
Yeah. Balake. Balake.
Yeah, like it's not Akhtiamov.
Actually, it is,
furious.
though. I think it is.
It is.
No.
It is.
Akhtyamov.
There was a little thing with Lawrence.
It's Lawrence. Enough.
So it's both. Because Mark Masters, they have a thing on TSN about how to say the name.
It's actually Lorenz Zed.
Masters was on, and they're talking about the name. So Mark Masters, the evil man, Mark Masters. So what did he do, Steve? He asked the fucking guy. So on Saturday morning, Masters went up to Stephen Lawrence and he asked the fucking guy, and he got him to record into the phone.
Did he hold a knife to him?
What he wanted him to
say. Give me how you pronounce your name.
Yeah.
Toronto media. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It was a giant butcher knife. And he said that when you go to, where's he from? Nova Scotia?
Stephen Lawrence?
Waterloo,
how dare you?
Where the name originates from?
Oh, I don't know.
Where his name originates from, when you go to that town, it's Lawrence. But he said, say Lawrence. Outside of there, everybody says Lawrence. That's fine. But if like his, I forget if it's mom or dad, so I should have had all the info before I started talking. But like when you talking to his family and where they're from, it's Lawrence. But for him, in the public, and everybody, it's Lawrence.
So
names?
Well, it's Lawrence to me. And I listen to the Leaf Report, and Jonas Siegel. Jonas. Another one of these. Steve, Jonas Siegel, go. He calls him Lawrence in it. I'm like, damn it, Jonas.
Oh, of course.
Talking about?
This is Toronto media being difficult. Names are a trip. I know someone whose last name is Cicerello, and I'm like, and they're like, yeah, it's supposed to be Cicerelli, but they arrived on the boat and some guy was just like, meh. Just some other Italian. Just read it. Glenn has a bunch of different spellings. Letters don't matter.
They actually don't. When you go back and you read English from 100 years ago, people are like, what's happening to our language? Like 150 years ago, nobody spelled anything right. It's fucking hilarious. No. Like, you guys are so full of shit. The group of people that says that, I'm like, you shut up. Nobody has spelled anything right ever. You'll live. Now, let's talk about the fact that Stephen Lawrence, born on April 13th, 1996, I was born April 13, 1988. So I just want to say...
That's great, man.
Birthday twins. I want to talk about him, and I want to talk about a list of names, okay? Just going to throw a list of names at you. Simon Benoit.
Hooray.
Bobby McMahon. Joseph Wall. Matthew Nyes. John Tavares. William Nylander. Anthony Stolarz.
What are we doing with these names?
All of these names have negotiated contracts, either as free agents under... or extensions under Brad Treliving.
Thank you for making that longer so I could take off my sweater.
And all of them are great deals. Benoit, solid deal. They got him for nothing. They signed him to nothing, and he's still making nothing, and he's quite valuable. Bobby McMahon came out of nowhere. They were going to waive him. Then he scored a hat trick, and then he was really good. Signed him to, 1.35? Like nothing.
Yeah, I think it was ×2. I kept telling myself it was 3.
Joseph Wall signed that extension last year. I was like, wait a second, shouldn't he earn that? Boy, was I wrong.
3.66.
That's amazing. William Nylander, 11.5. In retrospect, looks incredible.
If he repeats what he did last season and was heading into free agency this summer, what's he getting?
14?
He's getting at least what Marner got.
Yeah.
Like with inflation, 100%.
Oh, he's getting more than what Marner got. Marner took a haircut to go to Vegas.
Yeah.
Marner did not max his value.
Is he getting more than what Rantanen got?
Yeah, because Rantanen also didn't take the max that he could have gotten. If Rantanen goes to open market and goes, I want to make the biggest amount of money, then he's making 14.
Nylander
14.5.
to the Blue Jackets, 15 mil.
Yeah, it could have been. And there's one notable miss with Brad. As in terms of contract extensions, that he didn't do good, and I have a feeling I know why. David Kampf.
Yes. Well, it was his first order of business.
It was his first week, and I think Shanny was a big fan. Because even to all of us observers at the time, we're like, what?
It wasn't a great start. It wasn't. Oh.
But I think I want to just highlight the fact that this front office operates so much differently than how it did 3 or 4 years ago in terms of how it retains players and the expectations of salaries and things like that. They are really going to the wall for the team to keep that number down.
Can I ask Adam Weil the question?
Please.
Is Brad Treliving good, or is Kyle Dubas just bad?
I don't think... I think you can't say, and this is what's so frustrating, you can't say anything about Dubas with the Leafs without mentioning Shanahan. You can say tons about Dubas in Pittsburgh because Shanahan's not there, but also the ownership group changed and things got complicated. There's always outside factors. At a certain point, somebody's going to have to take the thing. I think we can all probably agree that the role players and star players that have signed in this group and this part of Leafs history is a far different far cry from what it used to be. And, respectfully, Matthews was worth every dollar. I think Marner I think he lived up to his contract. I don't think he didn't live up to his contract. I think in the playoffs, he didn't play to the area we needed him to play. William Nylander always outperformed his contract in the regular season, signed this one, then was the second leading scorer in total goals last year, and then was a monster in the playoffs, and always is.
I got to go back. It's not about Marner not holding up his end of the bargain. It's his peers from when he signing for significantly less.
Yes, and that is on
Rantanen.
the Leafs. That's on the Leafs. Because who offered him the deal?
The Leafs.
And that's where the difference is. I do think there's a little bit of... The winds have changed on that one. And listen, star player like Matthews, you're going to be like, yeah, what do you want to make, Austin? Like that is an easy one. That guy scored 69 goals once. He scored 60 another season.
Hey, that's the 15th best player in the NHL you're talking about.
According to the NHL Network, yes.
He scored 60 goals in two.
No, but he didn't do it last
5 minutes ago. Like, what are you doing?